What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Command and Console. My name is Jason. Today we're talking about some more pickups that I've picked up recently. Yeah, so I thought to myself, every time I'm going to pick up a random selection of stuff, I might as well just make a video because I don't do pickups very often, and I thought let's just talk about what I've picked up. Now, in lieu of Sony announcing their end of physical discs for their PlayStation systems, my brain's gone into overdrive about, is there games on disc that I don't own yet that I should just get? And there's some games that I've had some comments recommending that I've picked up as well. So let's get to the games. So the first game on today's video is a game that, as soon as it was announced, I had to pre-order it. I think I had it on pre-order for quite a while. It finally came through. Really happy to grab this one. This used to be a DS game, and it usually is a game that people bring up on those underrated or hidden gem kind of videos for the DS. And I never had a DS, so I'm very like clueless of that library. So when I saw this being announced as a remastered version, how much remastering they could do for this one I don't know, because it was originally a DS game. So this game is called Dementium: The Ward. Now this is a first-person survival horror game, right up my street, guys. You should know me by now in this channel. I've got it on its reversible art. It does have its original artwork there, if you can really see it or not. But I had to get this one. Just going to show you the original artwork there. But the artwork that I got here is what the DS game had, so I wanted to have the original artwork on there. The biggest downside for me when I actually pre-ordered this is that I pre-ordered it before I got a Switch 2, which means they had this on PS5 and they had either a Switch 1 or a Switch 2 version. I can't remember which one it was. So in hindsight, I probably would have gone for the Switch version, solely because it was originally a Nintendo DS game, and I feel like it's a game that probably would feel more at home on the Switch too. But I got the PS5 version. Not played this one yet. Like I said, it's one of those really obscure survival horror games. Not many people talk about it from what I've seen on videos. Like, if you actually generally like want to look up like obscure DS games, you'll probably find someone talking about it. But it's one of those games that I kind of remember back in the day. Not that I had a DS, but I just remember it being in like maybe like survival horror lists for like handheld or whatever it was. You know how it is with YouTube. We have loads of videos of different things. But yeah, I had to grab this one. That's Dementium: The Ward. The next game is a game that I didn't realise was a thing. Well, I knew it was a game because this is also a remastered version on PS4. This one, I didn't realise this came out. And it's got a really shiny slip cover on it, which I actually was really attracted to. It's got a bit of a crease on it, but it's awesome. And it is Zone of the Enders, the second runner. I'm assuming Mars there. I guess this is it's either a remastered version of this game or a straight up remake. I'm not sure which. I'm assuming remastered because I don't think people were doing the remakes around this time. I could be wrong. Like the remake boom hadn't begun, so to speak. But it's saying that you play it in 4K and it's VR compatible, which I do have a PlayStation VR boxed away. That was very short-lived in my household. I guarantee that. I found that system to be very underwhelming in terms of once you play a few experiences, it didn't go very far for me. But yeah, this is VR compatible if anyone is interested in that. But I was really actually quite interested in this because I really like the first game and I've never played the second game. I did get the remastered collection for the Xbox 360 fucking 3 years ago. I don't have it anymore because I heard the PS3 version is better for that collection, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. So I don't have that collection anymore. So this was actually, I thought it was a decent pickup. And what I'm doing as well, I'm looking on doesitplay.com, which tells you if your games need the internet to play, and they also tell you if it needs a immediate update to play. or you can just put the disc in, you can just play it without any kind of internet at all. And this is one of those games, so I definitely had to grab this one, and it was fairly cheap. This was like a £10 game, fairly cheap. And the slipcover, I'm a sucker for slipcovers, guys. I really am. I'm a big movie fan. I collect a lot of boutique label Blu-rays and 4K, you know, films. And if they come with a nice premium slipcover, I'm actually a sucker for that kind of stuff. So to see a game with it is always quite novel for me. So I had to grab this shiny silver chrome slipcover version of this one. That's Zone of the Enders, the second runner. The next game is a game that I did have back in the PS4 days. I can't remember why I got rid of it. I can't remember why, but I sold it years ago. And it made me realise with physical discs going away, that's if Sony don't do a U-turn. I still reckon they're going to do some kind of U-turn at some point because the backlash is ridiculous. Anyway, with the end of physical discs for PlayStation in my, you know, mind, I was looking for games that I maybe regret selling that were on disc, and this one was it. God of War 3 Remastered. God of War 3 for me is one of my favourite games on PS3, and to have it on PS4 in a nice remastered version is awesome to me. I remember getting this day one as well on the PS4 and absolutely loving this one. Really thought it was great, a great remaster. I bet it's going to be strange jumping onto this after God of War 2018, because obviously the game's completely rebuilt, but it'd be cool to play something old school when it concerns God of War. Yeah, that's God of War 3 Remastered. What's an awesome conclusion to an amazing trilogy from PlayStation. That's God of War 3. Now this last selection of games were recommended by the community on Command & Console. People commenting, you know, seeing what my taste is and maybe recommending stuff that I might like along those lines. And loads of people, I can't name you guys, I do apologise, I don't have any names for these recommendations, but I do get quite a few people on my channel recommending this series, and I've never played it. I might have played a very little bit of it on PlayStation 3, and that is the Yakuza series. I've got Yakuza Kiwami, Yakuza 0 and Yakuza 6. These are North American games. I don't know why I've got these actually. I think I bought a bundle and they all came in a bundle and I thought, oh yeah, I'll get them. Yeah, so as far as I'm aware, Yakuza Kiwami is a remake of the first Yakuza game. Yakuza 0 is the remake, is the prequel to that remake. And then I'm guessing obviously Yakuza 6 is like the 6th game, I get, obviously, right? Yeah, I like these greatest hits from America because the red cases make them look fucking sick, like, and the red spines. Very rare that I like, you know, best of, greatest hits, that kind of stuff for games, you know, classics. Something about these North American greatest hits though, with the greatest hits banner, the red case, the red spine, they look fantastic to me. I think they really stand out, you know, on your shelf and stuff. They're really cool. But yeah, not played these obviously. I think I dabbled, like I said, on the PS3, maybe in Yakuza 3 back in the day. I don't remember it, so maybe I didn't, I don't know. But loads of people are saying that these are kind of like the spiritual successor to the Shenmue series, which I grew up loving on the Dreamcast back in the day. So and these are less slice of life and more action, so hopefully I might like these quite a lot. The Yakuza games on PS4, I know there's a bunch more I could get as well, so I've been looking to get, I swear I had a 4th one, but I could be mistaken. Yeah, I think these were the ones. I'm sure I had another one, but I could be wrong. But yeah, Yakuza series, Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza 6. Let me know what you think about these ones in the comments. So that's it guys for this little video. A little collection of pickups that I've recently picked up because you guys recommended the Yakuza series, and I had to add games to the collection that were, you know, sorely missed, or were, you know, you could just play straight from the disc, like Zone of Enders. I can't hold all these games at once without dropping them because I'm crazy. More of a newer release here. which is not new because it's old, but you know, everything old is new again, I guess. Dementium remastered for the PS5. It looks delightfully old school in the back as well, so I hope they've retained that kind of like really dank kind of vibe that I've seen for this game, especially when it concerns DS footage. It looks pretty cool. It looks gross, but I'm looking forward to giving this one a go eventually. My backlog is crazy, but the backlog is important because when we do go this all hellish digital future, I've got more than enough stuff to keep me playing beyond next generation. So, and from my opinion, next generation doesn't look like it's going to be all that cracked up to be anyway. I think we've plateaued with graphics, so the graphical stuff won't be that great in my opinion, and I feel like yeah, I think maybe the best times are behind us, unfortunately, for gaming. But anyway, these are the pickups. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about any of these games in the comments down below. Definitely tell me if you've played the DS version of Dementium, because I'd like to hear your opinions on that one, because I'm really excited to check this one out. Anyway guys, that is it for this video. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, let's continue to recommend games for your collection.